June is Pride Month, a time set aside to discuss some of the issues affecting the LGBTQ+ community. Sasha Leninger spoke to medical experts about the improvements for HIV treatments and how prevalent it is in New Mexico.
There's definitely still a stigma around HIV in the community. It's something that we definitely see every day.
Greg LaBerge Esparza is the Community Health Resource Manager with UNM Truman Health Services, the largest HIV provider in New Mexico.
But it's just constant negativity about it, about something being unclean or improper or not valid or not equal to the rest of us because of just something that they happen to have, a condition they happen to have.
More than 1 million people in the United States have HIV. That's according to research done by Emory University.
HIV is still quite prevalent. About 4,000 people in New Mexico are living with HIV at any given time. And about 88% of those are in men.
KOAT UNM health expert Dr. Ash says men with the virus are mostly 45 and older, but that's now changing.
A lot of individuals have felt that HIV is no longer a problem, but even in New Mexico, 150 new cases are diagnosed each year, and that's in a younger population between the ages of 25 and 34.
There is no cure for HIV. But Dr. Ash and Truman Health Services say knowledge and treatment for the virus has greatly improved.
When I started medical school, the treatments were not available, but when they became available, it was literally scores of pills, 12, 20 pills that you're taking 2 to 3 times per day.
That's no longer the case. Treatment medications now fit into one pill taken once a day. And new medications like PrEP work to protect people from contracting HIV, and it's 98% effective. Then there's PEP.
You take it up to 72 hours after your exposure with HIV. It's kind of like a concentrated dose of PrEP. You take it 30 days after. You have to seek medical attention within 72 hours after the exposure and start that PEP medication.
He says it's highly effective.
First symptoms of an HIV infection are actually very similar to the common cold. So it's about exposure to HIV if you think you're at a high-risk exposure, and if you're having a really bad cold, you should get checked.
Knowledge about HIV is more prevalent nowadays, thanks to events like Albuquerque Pride Fest.
When we're entering all the tests, about 70% of the people that we tested this year at Pride Fest.
HIV testing is free, and experts recommend getting tested yearly.
So if you're in direct care, HIV care for a certain period of time, and you get your T-cell count down to where it's undetectable in standardized testing, so you bring that down to where it's undetectable, you have 0 chance of transmitting HIV in casual sex.
Meaning people can live long, healthy lives for years. Sasha Leninger, KOAT, Action 7 News.
UNM Truman Health has 2 clinics, one in Albuquerque and another in Roswell. For more information, visit our website and click on this story. Well.